Hello, my name is Peter Cadzow Oram. Welcome to this lecture for Coursera, Fantasy and Science Fiction, the Human Mind, Our Modern World. This week is week 6. We're talking about H.G. Wells, and in particular I'm going to focus on The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. The aim of this lecture is to offer some comments on naming conventions that Wells has used within the novel. It seems that many of the names of characters have some significance. They don't seem to be chosen randomly. For example, Mr. and Mrs. Hall are the landlords of the visitor to the village of Ipping, and a hall is a practical part of a house, which seems to sit well with their roles as landlords to the visitor, as owners of the inn, operators of the inn. So the hall is a passageway, a practical element that leads us, the reader, to discover the mysterious visitor. There are some other characters that come in a little later, like Cuss. Now, Cuss doesn't seem to swear, but a cuss can be an annoying or a stubborn person. And although he doesn't swear, perhaps because in Wells' time he uses euphemisms to talk about curse words, we can see that there's some element in Cuss's character of perhaps not stubbornness, but intransigence. He's unable to fully comprehend what he's seen when he's speaking to the vicar. He certainly is in a state of agitation, and perhaps a modern novel might show him as cursing in that situation. I like the character Kemp. I need to make a stretch here to make any analysis of his name. Kemp, I discovered, can mean coarse wool or coarse textured fabric, which doesn't seem to really apply. He's not a coarse man, but he is not unkempt, which is my stretch here. He is a kempt man. The penultimate name that I have to mention, and it's the most powerful in the entire novel, is of course Thomas Marvel. Poor Thomas, poor Mr. Marvel, is caught right from the beginning, marvelling at his hidden interlocutor. He's unable to believe what he's hearing and what he's not seeing. So that sense of marvel as being filled with wonder and astonishment certainly fits his name. And of course Thomas, his Christian name. Most characters in the book don't receive a Christian name at all. He does. It's got to be because of St. Thomas. St. Thomas, the unbeliever, who did not believe in the resurrected Christ until he could place his hands in Jesus' side and see it with his own eyes, experience it with his own hands. Finally, Griffin himself. The griffin is an amalgam of the lion and the eagle, and as the lion is the supreme creature on land, and the eagle the supreme creature of the air, the griffin, as a combination of those two, can be seen as the combination, the power and majesty of those two the animals that make up the griffin. So perhaps we could see the Invisible Man as being a griffin, or at least in desire, in wanting to be king of his dominion. Thank you.